Hello everybody, this is Kunal. I'm chilling out here in Riverside. This is not the best place for all the angles, but you can see the beautiful mountains behind us, some golden hills, a lot of interesting rocks. So here I am at Mount Scooby Doo Park. And this is a trail which is open to the public from sunrise to sunset. It's getting really hard to find normal spots, normal trails to visit after dark. Kind of reminds me of the cliffs at UCSD, how we used to go there in the nighttime, smoke our weed and sip our brews. But after my third year, after 2005, 2006, that's when they started closing it down. They put a gate at the cliffs, and we had to basically stay there overnight from before sunset if you wanted to stay there. Otherwise, it was hard to go there at night, basically. So unfortunately, I don't want to preserve and Scooby Doo Trail, both are closed for after dark. But there are a few people. It's not so crowded on the hot day, because right now it's like 2 o'clock or something in the afternoon, so there's less people than in the weekend when it's packed. But even today, there were a lot of people that came in, and I saw a lot of people. So this is my first part. I'll record one later after I smoke another cigarette. This is part 2. Chilling out here at the rock stop. This is the first little place to sit. And then you get the panorama view out here with the whole this side. This is the, I don't know what side this is. That's west, so that's west. So that's south. Looks like the south side of the park. You see the cities, a whole lot of trees blocking the view. You see some houses, a lot of business district, kind of high-rise buildings. Some of them, maybe they're hotels or something. And then the mountain in the background. And this is the trail. It goes further up. It's kind of, there's very few people. You see a group like every minute or so. But that's because like it's such a hot day, and it's a real pain in the ass to trek on a hot day because it's such an incline. So you get hot just climbing it, and then there's not much shade, so it makes it worse. Alright, so that was the view. I still haven't smoked a cigarette because it hasn't been that long, because I haven't hiked that high. This is how far I went last time I came here, because it was another hot day and I was tired. Actually, I'd smoked too much and drank too much that day. So anyway, hopefully I'll see you later before I get too thirsty. I have to go back down. Alright, later. Alright, so now it's 4 o'clock on the dot. I'm still at Mount Scooby Doo Park at the trail. And you can see there's a little castle up there. You can kind of see the towers. And you can see the Riverside Scooby Doo mountain. Typical mountain. I'm smoking my wild hemps. trail. I found some interesting stuff. There's some patches of sage leaves. You see it over there? These are sage plants. These look like them. Same size, big leaves, and silver, so that's white sage. And then well, there's some greenhouses or something looking like greenhouses. And this is just a different part of the park. That's the view I showed you earlier. It just continues with a bunch of trees and more mountains off in the distance, and more mountains on this side. So I'm going to try to walk some more, see how far up I can go today, because it is getting cooler. That means, and there's more shade over here, so I guess there is some shade on this trek. It just depends what time you come and what part of the trail you're in. Yeah, this is not definitely not sage. Definitely looks like it from far, but it's some kind of mint, because it does smell nice. And that's a bunch of willows. Yeah, I'm all over this mountain. I don't think this is weeping willow, but it definitely looks like a willow. And that's the plant you can make aspirin from. The chemical is called salicyclate, which makes salicylic acid, which is aspirin. So this is from the bark, I think, and the leaves. You can make a weak form of medicine. This kind of looks like Mormon tea, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Mormon tea is a smaller plant, but it has a similar green cactus looking shape to it. I don't think this is willow, but it looks similar. Some more of these sage-like looking leaves. They might be a relative of sage, actually. Some kind of a I don't know, some other salvia, but not salvia apiana, which is white sage, but some other kind of salvia. And there's a nice breeze blowing all over today. Reminds me of the song. Pass the coochie on the left hand side. Pass the coochie on the left hand side. The tago ban. Wayo. The tago down. Jano. And then they made it into a remix. Made it more PC. And it became Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. So here's some graffiti. Some street chronicles for your ass. You got the three-eyed monster yelling in your face. Hello, my name is, and some more shit. This is a panoramic view of the mountain. Beautiful rocks out here. And grooves in rocks, and then they got some this plant is really special because it has a very tasty fruit, and it's called prickly pear cactus. You gotta handle it with care, because especially the fruit has a lot of pricks, and they get stuck in your skin and your clothes, but especially your skin. It's really irritating. But you can actually eat the leaves of this plant and the fruit. The leaves you can cut the skin out and put it in your dishes. I think I'm gonna keep moving up. Some more prickly pear. A field of nopales. In Spanish they call them nopales. It's actually a dish you can make with this, but I really love the fruits. if you can get the fruits, man, there's something else. Whole bunch of fruits coming in over here. Some more mint leaves. Some more cactus. There's two different types. I think one is a mountain cactus, and this is not so much. But this is not prickly pear. It's like it's a relative. That's why it doesn't have any fruits either. Whereas over there you see the prickly pear has some fruits, the red fruits. And this also cactus, forgot the name, but it has another tasty pear that comes in it. And this fruit is even better than the prickly pear. It's almost like drinking a milkshake from this cactus. I have a similar cactus at home, but it's not the same kind. It doesn't give those fruits. Here's another interesting little cactus with some fruits on it. I don't know what it's called. They look like prickly pear baby fruits. Now I can take the shortcut up the dirt path. Because my knees are doing better. And that's another stop area, I guess. Rest stop. A table, bench out there, chairs. Now you can see the whole view again of the whole city. That's a nice looking hill over there. It looks similar.
And even in the front yard, they never leave the yard.
Oh, I think I'm going to come back from the next part.
She stays too, like the other day.
Wow, I shouldn't have stopped the last video because I just came off the bend after taking that shortcut. And now I see that I'm at a really nice place because I got the whole view here. 360 degrees of the mountain and the city of Riverside. And I'm at a little detour off the side of the road, which gives you a nice little rock view of the whole city again. And I don't know if I want to climb some more because that's the prickly pear farm that I showed you a minute ago. And we're already like halfway up. It looks like there's a little cross up there, if you can see that, way up top of that mountain in the middle. And there's that castle. So I'm not very far from the top, it seems. There's a flag right there too. So I think that's halfway up the mountain, but I think I've come far enough. The road is pretty nice from here. A little view of this street, which I forgot what it is. But it reminds me of Edawanda when you're up the preserve. You can also see Edawanda Boulevard. It's like a nice little street view. Much better than Google Maps used to have, from what I remember. And you can see the wind blowing still. Those palm trees are really blowing hard. The wind must be really strong over there, down there. But up here they're just chilling, because the wind's not that strong up there. So this is Riverside. And I'll check it out, going back down so I can get back home before sunset. They say sunset is a special time. It's when the energies are kind of chaotic. The spiritual energies of the universe, the unseen energies, they're kind of chaotic at that time. So it's like good time for meditation and just being more mindful, I guess. So like yoga and stuff. That's what Baba Ramdev does. He does yoga during sunrise and sunset. And as the day gets hotter, it gets more intense, but up to a certain point. In the evening, you gotta exercise more gently, because if you do too much cardio in the evening, then you have a bad sleep. So anyway, this is the rest stop that I showed you earlier from afar. Mount Ruby Doo. I guess it used to be a Christian spot. They might have had a mission or something here. So the environmental agency is up to it. And this is a little enclosure here. I don't know what people do here. There's a freaking broken door up here. And these spots, which are too high to sit on, unless you just want to sleep up here, like it's a bed. Oh man. There's some rocks, I guess. Maybe you could sit on one of them. Or on here. But this is the rest stop, because here you can go this way, or you can go this way too. So there's some detours out here, which makes the trek even more interesting. So anyway, I think this is all I can show you for now. There's a nice little prayer, I guess. I'll read it later. Oh yeah, wow. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. Psalm 121:1. And there's a quote by John Muir. John Muir had a college dedicated to him, a UCSD. This was my alma mater. And we had Muir College. Muir College was cool because if you went there, you didn't have to take so many prerequisite courses. Whereas I went to Revelle College, so I had to do a whole bunch of things like humanities and foreign language. There's a whole lot of basic college level courses to get like a more broad intellectual development. It had like all the basics from history to humanities to mathematics and so forth, calculus. So anyway, but if I had been a Muir student, then I wouldn't have to take all those classes extra. But I really feel like many of those classes, like humanities, were really great, and I wish I'd taken them all during the college experience, because like it was like a whole background into the Western and European civilization. It taught you everything from like ancient Europe all the way to the modern era. And I only took like 3 of those 5 classes, I think, in school. The rest I took at a community college. But that was an interesting experience too. That's where I learned about the Plato's cave allegory. And that has been pretty enlightening. Anyway, so this is the sun at 4:15 or 4:20. I don't know what time it is. It's probably more like 4:15. But yeah, this is the view again. Just go up a little bit. Look at all taken out. The last video. Mount Ruby Doo Park.